I'm very grateful to Bharat Soka Gakkai for, making that commitment and honoring it, because I really believe in the power of not just individual action but collective action. When everyone gets together and says, we're going to lead the change, it's going to have a ripple effect. And I think the only way we can successfully implement a ban or successfully implement change is when we all decide to do so. At the Peace Conclave, we were talking about the Sustainable Development Goals and how peace was such an inherent or integral part of achieving those goals, and how we couldn't achieve any of those goals or attain peace without achieving those goals. And I find that when we talk about peace or we talk about progress or prosperity, it is completely and entirely connected to human health. And by starting this powerful initiative on the 19th of March, what BSG is basically saying is we believe in health, we believe in the importance of environmental health and the fact that it's connected to human health. Plastic is permeated into our lives at such a level that most of us don't even see it. We don't see the plastic on the plastic wrapper of our chips and biscuits, or our dal and atta, or our chawal. We don't see the plastic on the floral bouquets that we give and receive. We don't see the plastic on ribbons or balloons. We don't see the plastic in all the things that we use and buy come wrapped in. But for me, I remember having this very, very powerful moment which really shook me. I was traveling from the source of the Ganga all the way to sea. And when you're surrounded in a beautiful natural environment, and just the perceivable beauty of nature is destroyed by the heaps of plastic waste that you see in this pristine environment, and you realize that यहाँ पे तो कोई waste management system नहीं होगा. Nobody is going to come to collect this. Nobody is going to, dispose of this scientifically. It's landing in the most beautiful, most revered river on the planet, the Ganga. And then it's finding its way into our food chain. It's polluting the soil, it's polluting water, it's polluting air. So it was like a huge shake-up for me. And after that, I started seeing plastic everywhere, which is something that I think all we have to do is look outside the window. And most places, plastic is being dumped openly and everywhere, irresponsibly. There was a very powerful cover for an environmental magazine that had a plastic earbud stuck in the snout of a sea turtle. And that's again another item of plastic that we don't even think of, right, when we use it. Ki ye plastic hai. And at that time, the byline or the headline for that article said that by 2050, there will be more plastic in our oceans than fish. Now, that's one thing. There are new studies that reveal that plastic has been found in the placenta. Plastic is being found in breast milk. Plastic is being found in the bloodstream of babies. Plastic is being found in human feces. And of course, we've all seen those very startling images of plastic being consumed by cows and other animals, elephants. So plastic, unfortunately, the nature of the material is such that, like I said, it's a combination of fossil fuels and harmful chemicals. It doesn't really completely break down. It's not natural. So even when it breaks down over 800 years or 1000 years or 400 years, it only breaks down into a microplastic. So these plastic pieces or microplastics are not going to go anywhere. What it will eventually boil down to, or what will eventually really contribute to change, will be personal choice and individual patterns of consumption. So travel with your own bottle. Go with it wherever you go. So this goes with me everywhere I go. It's been traveling with me for 5 years. Every minute, millions of plastic bottles enter landfills and oceans and waterways, polluting them. So avoid single-use plastic bottles, avoid single-use plastic bags, avoid accepting, decor, festivals, plastic flowers, things that are going to harm the environment, but also things that you can easily avoid. Refusing, unnecessary packaging, speaking to big packaging companies, all these other e-platforms now, engaging with them and helping them drop the use of bubble paper, drop the use of plastic, drop the use of thermocol, because thermocol is also plastic. Making sure that you use cutlery and crockery that is, either steel or leaf made with leaves, basically natural materials, or recyclable, reusable materials. So whatever it may be, gatherings, meetings, doing everything free of plastic can make a huge difference. And there are so many people who are doing it now and doing it successfully. Pausing to ponder on, is this gift item plastic? Is it necessary to have it packaged in plastic? How can I make the gift wrapping paper plastic free? So there are so many alternatives that are available. Supermarkets tend to put things in plastic packaging, which is unnecessary. And then maybe when we stop buying those, they'll realize that it's time that they stopped packaging it in plastic. Try and buy things like lentils and pulses and rice and atta and all the other things, like we did in the good old days, from the wholesale market. Take your own burnies or take your own gunny bags, whatever those may be, and get them to fill it directly so that you don't have to buy things in smaller quantities in plastic packets. So once you start on that process, once you embark on the process of refusing plastics, you'll find many, many ways to do it. These are some of the things that I do. BSG as a movement is a movement that works towards creating better awareness, external and internal. And when we are more aware and our consciousness is more expanded, then it helps us be a lot more responsive to human tragedy, to human needs, and of course I think it will also make us a lot more responsible towards the fact that everything that we need to be good comes from the earth, and we need to treat our earth with more respect. And I hope that consciousness, that awareness will translate towards more respect and love for the earth. The most powerful movements across the world are being led by young people. Politicians, policymakers, governments, industries, everyone, civil society is being held accountable by young people. So you have a very important role in not just the choices that you make as individuals, but committing yourself and your aspirational growth to being more sustainable for everyone. So lead with example and show everyone that you are the change. I just want to say I'm grateful to all of you for choosing to be better and do better and make the difference that you are. And together we will succeed.